Alright, so welcome back everybody. So for this video, I'm going to be unboxing Tiny Epic Dinosaurs. Now, Tiny Epic is a huge series, a huge game series. They have all sorts of Tiny Epic games. But this was the first one to appeal to me because it's about dinosaurs. They don't really have any games about dinosaurs, and so this one definitely intrigued me, for sure. One of the things that intrigued me about it, of course, is it can have 1 to 4 players, which means it has a solo variant. So this is a game that I can play by myself too, so I'm always on the lookout for another solo variant game, for sure. Plus, it says you can play this game in 30 to 60 minutes. Maybe the 30 minutes means like for maybe a solo variant. Another really cool thing is it comes with 75 dino meeples. So that's another really cool thing that definitely intrigued me to purchase this particular game. Now, another thing I decided to do was I decided to go ahead and get the game mat, which is sold separately from the game, and buy the game mat, or play mat, if you will. And so it's actually designed so you can put all the different components and where you're supposed to put cards and things like that, or mats, for instance, in certain locations on this game mat. So that's really cool. So I figured, you know, that looks like a decent play mat for this game. So that's really cool. So let's open up and see what is in this game. There we go. And once again, nice artwork, even inside the box. Really cool. Tyrannosaurus Rex there. And obviously the rules of the ranch. Now, from what I understand, this is a game where we're actually going to be breeding dinosaurs. We're dinosaur ranchers in this game, which is interesting. And so we're breeding them and then selling them to the highest bidder. So that's cool. So here's components, obviously, rulebook. So this is gonna be a cool game, cool tiny game for sure. So there's the solo play mode rules. So that's cool. And that's continued. So there's quite a few rules for even the solo variant. So that's cool. Alright, let's see what else we have. Well, here's all of the meeples. Remember, these are tiny. This is supposed to be a tiny game, right? So obviously the meeples are going to be tiny. Let's look at them last, actually. Let's take a look at these cards first. Fortunately, they're easy to open. And obviously the cards are tiny too. So that makes sense. Everything about this game is supposed to be tiny, right? Except for the playmat. I think that's the only thing that's not tiny. Which I'm thankful that the playmat isn't tiny. For sure. We have a nice cool little dice here too. So that's cool. So we got the cards. Contract. So the cards feel nice. They're small and they're obviously tiny cards, but they feel nice to the skin. Let's see here. There's a lot of them too, so that's always good. Those are all about the same there. And these look like maybe actions or something, or special abilities. So lots of different stuff. Dino food additives. And then we got some actual dinosaurs on some of these cards. So the Ankylosaurus and the Dino Cheris, I think, and the Dilophosaurus, maybe, and the Dimetrodon, and the Diplodocus, maybe? Ooh, the Dracorex. I'm very familiar with that one. The Dracorex. They look menacing, maybe, on the card, but I suppose they weren't that menacing. And a Gallimimus, or Gallimimus, maybe? Ooh, another one I know. The Iguanodon. The Iguanodon. And Mostrops. Ooh, and a Plesiosaurus. And a Parasaurolophus. Sorry. Yeah, that's a hard one to pronounce. And Pterodactyl. And a Spinosaurus. Ooh, that's another one I like. The Spinosaurus. And a Triceratops. And, of course, the Tyrannosaurus Rex. So that's cool. So those are all the cards. Let's see what else we got in here. Looks like we've got the play mats. And this one is also another one of those easy ones to open up. So that makes things easier. Okay, so here we have a scoring card by the looks of it. And obviously a place for your discard pile. And obviously some of the cards are going to go there on the other side. And then here's, I think everyone's going to get one of these. These are like player mats, I think. Because you're supposed to be building a ranch, right? So this makes sense. You're going to be putting dinosaurs inside of a ranch-like area. And then, I guess, probably, everyone's going to get one of these, too, because there's one in each of the 4 colors. So you're probably going to get one of each of these, maybe. I don't know. And then, obviously, private contracts and public contracts, so a spot for them, those cards. So, pretty cool. So these aren't that tiny. I mean, they're not as tiny as the cards, at least. That's good. Obviously, the box art on the inside looks nice, too, on the opposite side. Okay, the meeples, the best part. All of the meeples. Let's take them out. Man, they're tiny. So let's bring the camera closer since they are so tiny. I think they need a close-up since they are so tiny. I mean, they're not just tiny, they're minuscule. Well, this one looks like the Plesiosaurus. But man, look how small that is. I mean, it's barely bigger than my thumbnail. So tiny for sure. And then even the human meeples, you know, they're the size of my thumbnail. So, obviously a little thicker than a thumbnail too, but they're not as thin as a thumbnail, which is good, because they would break almost instantly if they were as thin as a thumbnail, but they're about as big. Then I think that might be either the Tyrannosaurus Rex or maybe the Spinosaurus. So it almost looks like they have almost one dinosaur each, maybe, at least for most of the cards that were there, you know? That's cool. And looks like we have this guy. Looks like a Velociraptor, maybe, or that Gallimimus, maybe. I don't know. There's other things in here, too. I'm not sure what this is for, but it looks like some sort of... Oh, it's a coffee mug. I love dinos. That's interesting. I don't know what these are supposed to be for. But there's, oh, maybe fences for the dinosaurs. Yeah, these must be fencing. I bet you that's fencing because it is a farm. Then we have that looks like a Stegosaurus. Is there any other dinosaurs on here? Ooh, what's this? Another tiny little thing. I'm not exactly sure what it's supposed to be. And then we've got, ooh, what's this? Oh, if you come in first place, maybe you get this egg. I don't know. Looks kind of like egg-shaped. And there's some leaves, too. So there's leaves. Man, they're small, the leaves. I think they're the smallest so far. I think they're smaller than the dinos. Almost, anyways. What else is there? I think that's all the dinosaurs, though, maybe. Maybe not. Oh, here we go. That's different. I think that's the Spinosaurus right there. You can kind of see. It's really hard to see, but it's got these little ridges on the top. Kind of reminds me of that Spinosaurus. So that's interesting. So yeah, even though all the dinosaurs here come in different colors, there's, I think that's the Draco Rex, maybe. They come in. There's, even though they all come in different colors, there are different dinosaurs in each of the colors. So that's interesting. This is meat, I think. So there's meat. Yeah, that's meat. So, man, really small, for sure. You know, meeples are slightly bigger than the dinosaurs, I'd have to say. Well, that's interesting. So this is to be expected. Tiny meeples, for sure, since it is a tiny, tiny little game. Well, anyways, thank you guys for watching. And if you guys liked this video, if you guys liked these tiny, epic dinosaurs, dinosaur meeples, go ahead and leave a like on this video. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys for watching.